Hello everyone, welcome to Game Chat, and welcome to Skyrim Special Edition House Hunters Episode 2. Today we're going to be looking at Volgon Estate, which is just above Iverstead. To start off, you have a pretty nice view of the throat of the world, and in keeping in with the theme of HouseMods, there is a river that you have to cross a bridge over to get to your house. So I'm going to keep all my HUD on this game. And I want you guys to know that I'm also going to be raiding houses at the end of this. So as you go up this path, you're going to see there's a bunch of these little staircases, and this is pretty much just cosmetic. They don't really serve any purpose to walk on. They just kind of outline the perimeter. And this is actually the house, or the manor, or estate. I already forgot it. I think it's an estate. I think that's what this guy called it. But right over here, you have a little hot spring. Gonna go in it. Pretty cool running water. You get to see a lot of that in this mod. And there's just a nice little table and a grindstone. But the mod is very well done. The guy who made this had a lot of time to perfect everything, I feel like, because it's really nice. And you see this is just an example of these being purely cosmetic, kind of serving no purpose. So this is the other entrance to the estate. There's no gate or anything, so things can just wander in. I haven't experienced that yet, but I'm sure they can. And here we go, up to the front of the house. We're gonna have this area right here, which is you can plant your own things, which kind of makes it a little more homey, which is nice. And we're actually gonna go in the house right now. You're gonna notice this solitude type feel in this house with the stone and everything. These windows actually do have rays of light coming through them, and this is pretty much just a nice little waterfall area. Just kind of cool little touch, make it seem awesome, which it does. And the second you walk in the front door and come over here, here's a way out on the side of the house, and the basement is where we are now with these cool little waterfalls. And this is one of the parts that I really like the most about this is that they have these little subsexed areas with like alchemy and enchanting stuff, but they have a very neat and organized bookshelves with things on it for you to have. And there's mannequins also. And same with the adjacent room. You have some smelting materials, building materials, smithing materials. Further down the hallway, we have this little brewery, meadery wine place, which I like, but the one thing I don't like is these little cobwebs. I think it makes the house feel not lived in. And here we have a tanning rack. You get to see the same thing right here in like the follower room. It just doesn't feel right to have such a nice house and such cool stuff and have barrels with cobwebs. Like, really? If I have a follower in Skyrim, I like to think of them as a companion rather than a slave. Don't make them sleep with spiders. But that's just a small nitpick. This house is awesome. Going up these stairs right here, the second you take a right, there's a child's room. It's very nice. Also, one thing I want to note is that the ceilings are very high. It's not cramped. It's like the perfect height. Going down this cool little hallway, empty bookshelf for storage. And here's actually the master bedroom. It doesn't have its own door. It's wide open. And it has a couple mannequins and a lot of place for storage. You can hear the running water in the background, which is cool. And there's actually a note that says, thanks for having it. Find the hidden door. Rate it if you enjoy it. A lot of these things in the house are things you can pick up, which is really awesome. Right over here is the last room upstairs. It is the weapon and armory showcase room. You have trophy stands, display cases, mannequins, everything you need. And one of the main intentions of this mod is the mod owner wants you to actually use this house as your main hub, which of course is the intention of every mod, but this guy really wants you to use it, so he's giving you enough space and enough materials and objects to be able to do it. Coming back downstairs to the left is the kitchen area. Enough well organized shelves and things for cooking, eating, living. This is a great family home. I feel like if I had a family in this game, I would totally move them in here because it's the perfect balance. This is actually the library area. All of these bookcases have books in them, and the dining room area too, but it's just surrounded by books. And the thing about this that I don't really like is, like, you can see them if you're up close enough, but it doesn't really look like a library to me. Um, I don't know. Just it just looks like a bunch of cases. You can't see the books. That would have been a probably a better touch in my opinion. Right here is actually a secret door that you wouldn't know unless you walked up. You just go right up here, and it's kind of like it hasn't been walked through in forever, which is cool. Especially the first time I came up, I was like, wow, what an experience. I wonder what's up this awesome spiraling staircase of epicness. It's a pretty long walk. It looks kind of interesting because there's a bunch of spider webs. And look, people are apparently up here all the time. There's freaking tomato soup and grilled chicken. Like, what? But this gives you access to the world of Skyrim. It's not like a mod where you can't jump off the balcony. And I think it's a cool addition, but I don't think it's worth the tease of a hidden door and a long pathway up to it. So what I'm gonna do now is just jump off, show you guys that you can live. Just walk right out of your house that way, which you'll never do because it's not the front door. And yeah, this is the mod. I'm gonna rate this house a 9 out of 10. It is amazing for living in. It has everything you need. It has enough storage, enough armor, mannequins, and it's in a decent location by the throat of the world. And for that, it gets a 9 out of 10, like I said. So if you guys enjoyed, please like and comment. And if you want to subscribe, do that. But I know it's hard to get people to actually sub to your channel these days. So I'll hold out on that one. So you guys have a good one. This has been Fable. Thanks.